Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Concept Evaluation, a series where we go back and revisit ship concepts for Star Citizen, ultimately looking at how these ships might change before they're released into the game. In this episode we'll be taking a look at the Misc Odyssey. This video was requested by Despair6. If you'd like to request a specific ship, make sure to leave a comment down below. Quickly before we get into the video, if you are new to Star Citizen and would like to get into the game, feel free to use my referral code, which will be on screen now and down in the description as well. That will get you 50,000 extra credits, which is a good amount to get you started in the game. Now without further ado, let's get into the video. The Misc Odyssey is a fan favorite multi-role ship meant to independently travel long distances, sustaining itself while it glides through empty space, surveying for transient jump points and other anomalies. The Odyssey will be a base for players who want to be self-sufficient from the rest of the verse. Being a jack-of-all-trades kind of ship means that players will get to experience a host of different gameplay loops all in one package. Being a jack-of-all-trades does, however, mean that it is a master of none. So yes, the ship will have access to mining, refining, though somewhat bespoke in its concept, exploration, scanning, cargo hauling, medical gameplay, and if you're daring enough, the Odyssey could be used in combat with a fighter carried in its small hangar. Speaking of this hangar, should you carry a Misc Fortune or other smaller salvage ship, that would further expand the gameplay loops that the ship would be capable of, not to mention the capabilities the ship has as a ground vehicle carrier.
It's a generic hangar. It's designed to our environmental hangar metrics, so there's a huge range of ships that can fit in there. You could bring a fighter ship if you want more defense, you could bring a prospector if you want to do even more mining. The hangar on there is a huge volume and helps support any choice you want to make with ships.
Overall, the Odyssey will be for the players who enjoy every aspect of Star Citizen and don't want to settle for just one. That said, there are some questions that arise from examining the Odyssey's concept in the context of Star Citizen in 2025 and beyond into 1.0. But before we ask how or why the Odyssey might change, let's first take a look at the original concept and go through its metrics and design intentions. The Odyssey comes in at a pretty decent size at 140 meters in length, 90 meters in width, and 35 meters in height. In terms of what ships it is close to in size, specifically in regards to length, it is 15 meters shorter than the Aegis Reclaimer, 26 meters shorter than the RSI Polaris, but it is 13.5 meters longer than its supposed competitor, the Anvil Carrot. The Odyssey is slated to have a size 3 radar, 4 size 2 computers, which will likely mean the ship will have a lot of room for avionic and AI blades, 1 size 4 power plant, 1 size 4 cooler, and 1 size 4 shield generator. Having only one capital shield generator means that while it will be a hefty task to take down the shields of the ship, it will not have any redundancy should that shield generator get taken out. In terms of weaponry, the Odyssey is no slouch, as it will have 3 turrets each with dual size 5 weapons, 4 size 3 missile racks to fend off fighters, along with the PDCs that they will almost certainly add to the ship to defend against incoming missiles. In terms of the gameplay loops the ship will be able to sink its teeth into, Odyssey owners will be spoiled for choice. However, some of these gameplay loops, or at least the vision for them, have changed since the ship was unveiled in 2021. So let's now look at some of the questions I have about the ship going forward and what changes I think the Odyssey might undergo. First off is the mining combination with the tractor beam. I question the usefulness of the tractor beam being used to move rocks for the mining laser, but something I think is a requirement is that the tractor beam needs to be well placed so that it can also move cargo around the ship to the ramp so that it can be brought up into the cargo hold. It's no secret that CIG has not done a great job with the placement and efficacy of the ship tractor beams, with some ships like the Zeus only really being able to efficiently move boxes 4 SCUs in size or smaller in and out of the cargo hold. Discussing the laser itself, I think it should remain a size 1 laser as, again, the ship is supposed to be a jack of all trades, but master of none. So having a size 2 laser or greater, I think would just put the ship into a much more powerful role than it should be. In relation to the cargo hold, I also hope that the bulkhead between the cargo hold and the hangar be sufficiently large enough to easily move cargo through. Should a player fly into the Odyssey's hangar to drop off some cargo, it should be easy and relatively effortless to get those boxes through the door into the cargo hold. I also don't think the bulkhead should be removed, as that would affect multiple gameplay elements. One, it would increase the chance of fire spreading. Say you have a fighter landing in your hangar and he royally messes it up, and now there's a fire in your hangar. With no bulkhead there, the fire would easily spread to the cargo hold. Two, if something goes wrong and the hangar is vented of its oxygen, that would also mean the cargo hold would be vented too. Third, I think the bulkhead balances the ships, not allowing it to become too powerful with how much cargo it can take or how many vehicles it can hold. The most contentious question around the Odyssey is why is the refinery specifically limited to just hydrogen and quantanium? And why can it only supply itself and its hangar with the refined fuel instead of being able to box it and sell it? I think this decision to limit what the Odyssey can refine is strictly a balanced decision, and I agree with it. The Odyssey should not be better than any strictly mining ship. By being able to refine everything, especially once crafting enters the game, the Odyssey would become a ridiculously powerful ship, which might sound awesome for any of you who own the ship, but that is not the point of the ship. Also, from a balance standpoint, the ship is not specialized in any specific direction, meaning it is supposed to be good at what it can do, but not the best.
So you can mine quantanium and refine it for the ship itself. So that essentially gives you the ability to just generate your own quantum and hydrogen fuel.
Obviously, Star Citizen is getting bigger and bigger and bigger. We're introducing more systems. Fuel is going to become a major issue, right? And so this is perfect for that kind of scenario.
Furthermore, I believe it'll be possible to mine other materials and store them on your ship unrefined, being able to then sell them later as is, or get them refined at your own station or your own base. Lastly, is the Odyssey really a character killer? Paul Jones, at the time the lead vehicle art director, called the Odyssey the character killer in the original announcement video for the Odyssey.
The natural competitor to the Odyssey is the Carrack.
In my mind, it's a character killer. What you can do with it is pretty impressive. It's kind of the multi-tool of the spaceship world.
It just gives you almost ultimate flexibility on how you want to play.
However, in my opinion, it is not a character killer. Yes, it does have more gameplay loops than the Carrack, but I don't think these two ships should even be compared in the first place. The Anvil Carrack is specialized for exploration and long-range scanning, while the Misc Odyssey is again a jack of all trades but a master of none. So yes, there is overlap between the two ships, and the Odyssey does do some things better, but when comparing to the Carrack's specific gameplay intentions, the Carrack is simply much better in that regard. In conclusion, the Misc Odyssey stands to be one of the best all-around ships in the game upon its release, from the variety of its gameplay loops to its well-crafted design. Is it a character killer as stated by Paul Jones all those years ago? I don't think so, but I do think it is an incredibly versatile ship that will be one of the most popular ships in the game. Alright, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed. If you did enjoy, be sure to like and subscribe for more videos in this series. I'm thinking of talking about the Gattac Railin in my next video, considering it has just entered pre-production according to the June 2025 monthly report. So if you'd like to see that, let me know down below, or if you would like to see a different ship, be sure to comment which one. Now quickly before I go, I'd like to just give a quick mention about my Patreon. Now if you like my content and would like to go the extra mile so that I can make more videos and increase the quality of those videos, be sure to check out my Patreon. Patreon supporters will get a shout out at the end of my videos, access to polls about what I should do for my coming videos, and in the future hopefully early ad-free access to my videos as well, along with possibly some exclusives. Again, you have my utmost gratitude even just for watching my videos. This is just for those who would like to help me possibly turn this channel into something even bigger. Thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you all in the next one.